Mic test, mic test, mic test.
How's it going? Not much. Just gonna open up den ground here. Did you have your first ever session today, or was that somebody else? How'd it go? Yeah, past few days I've been doing my Centennial Tower stuff, and today I was working top down for Centennial, and I was like, wait a minute, why is this? I accidentally put in a Denver strip marking, and I had to delete and redo it. Congrats on your S1 as well. I don't think I've congratulated you on that. Today I was working. Pretty good. I got my Centennial done in 5 sessions, so that's actually pretty good because there is 5 sessions to be done, although it was not exactly the way you'd imagine it. So I had my first session, which is departures, and then my second session is arrivals, but after doing the arrivals one, I also did some pattern work, and then, I did 2 more pattern works because pattern work isn't the easiest session. And stand by 1 second. So like I said, I had the arrivals and pattern work one done as a 2-in-1. Then I did 2 more pattern works sessions, and then this morning I did both the combined sessions. So there's 2 where you combine like pattern work, arrivals, and departures. And if you pass those, you can move on to Springs Tower where you get your solo cert. Yeah, so my next one would be Springs, then I can get my solo cert. So for most of the Centennial, until you get to combined, at least I did my combined with Will, so it might be different by different trainer. But until my combined, you only work tower, and then, you work ground and delivery as needed on combined. But yeah, if you have any questions about Denver, S2, whatever, you just ask, and I'll help you out. You know what? I thought I was just doing really horribly, and that it was, but like, once you understand what's supposed to happen, it becomes really easy. I won't say really easy, but it becomes a lot better. Like, yes, it's gonna be stressful, but like, remember, especially as you get towards the harder sub boxes, it's training you for like event level traffic, and you're not gonna have that every day. Like right now on the ground, I have like 3 planes on the ramp. But yeah, if you have any like what part is like particularly hard for you? Got it. Yeah, TDOS system is pretty simple. It's just like making sure you understand what to do and what to work on first, and like the flow is just like that's a little harder. Have you heard the whole controversy about straight back pushes for heavies? Okay, so Will might not have told you this, and don't take my word for it right now, considering like, don't do this while you're on your solo cert or while you're training. But so in real life, then you know how you do directional pushes for heavies? No, like just in general, like heavies do directional pushes like east or west. Have they just been doing straight back pushes? Even for heavies? Okay, then you got it already, because I trained a lot of my Denver stuff with Jeff, and the thing is that we did directional pushes with heavies, which is what the SOP tells you to do. But if you're on the live network, I actually got like yelled at by Andrew because he was like, dude, why are you doing directional pushes? It like pisses some of the controllers off, and Jeff was like, no, I told him to do it considering he's on a solo cert. But yeah, like once you get done with your like your full Denver cert, just don't do directional pushes for heavies. And it's a good thing Will's already training you not to. Like Jeff, stand by 1 second. So like, I forgot what I was gonna say now. Oh yeah, so Jeff, like, he says that if there was one thing he could change about the SOP, like if he could become the ATM, he'd just change it and then leave. Sure. I sent you a cheat sheet, right? The ramp one? Okay. That helped me out a lot when I was doing my gates and like stuff. Cause I remember I was doing my the hard one, the one that you get, or the medium one, the one that you get before your solo cert, and I had some dudes coming on a head on Charlie November, and there was two planes that like were running into each other, but the wingspan of one of the planes was 5 inches smaller than the largest size of the largest wingspan that can taxi on the purple line up there. So Jeff gave me my solo cert. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have gotten it. He wouldn't have given it to me because Charlie November. Like if you're looking at the chart there, I had some dudes on a head on Charlie November. It's Charlie. It says Charlie Charlie, but it's actually Charlie November. No, that's the purple line. So the Charlie Charlie was replaced with Charlie November, and yeah, I don't know if you have Navigraph or not, but that's what it is now. So the only taxiway there is Charlie November, and then the purple line, which is the one that you do straight back pushes to. That's the. So I tried taxiing. I had 2 guys come into a head-on on Charlie November, but thankfully one of them was able to taxi on the purple, so it ended up being fine. If that makes sense. Sorry, what? Sorry, I was. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I didn't actually do that because our session was about to end, but yeah. You got much traffic in Aspen yet? Springs. If I had my solo cert, I'd control there with you, but unfortunately I don't. I mean, hey, in like a week or 2, I'll have it. don't know anything about that. Is it Delta? That's fine. There's updates on a different time than mine, considering I started mine when there's the update. You've heard of the IDS4, correct? Okay, yeah. You know how you can open browser links in CRC, correct? Yeah. Okay. I don't even know how to share profiles. I know there's a way to do it. Oh, you have your sim up with the tower view? Yeah, it's useful for S2 mostly, but it's cool to have. Isn't unusual. I had a spring session that lasted for a couple hours. I didn't have a single plane. Yeah. I just had some dude request a taxi to parking runway 38. Yeah, that's a new one. Huh? Got it. Yeah, we have like A380 taxi routes and 747, like that. Personally, or well, I guess 75 or like most of the heavies can fit on any taxiway that they need to be going on, so it's not really much of a deal. Have you had that one dude going to South Cargo in your shutbox yet? Yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I did like I had a session and it was with Jeff. It was my first ever session. We pretty much just covered theory and we had very little sweatbox time. So we just did like a little bit of ramp and then next session we moved on. And I was with Andrew this time. This is while Willow's training to become a mentor. And Andrew like, you know what, we're gonna run ramp and delivery combined. Whole bunch of nonsense. Memphis is fully staffed right now. I had some dude fly a 747 out of here. Yeah, I'm looking. 777. Why are you logged into strips? Yeah. Yeah, we never do those in the network pretty much unless it's like an event. You'd think like if Casey's on, you'd want to do strips, so he actually hates them the most. Not that I'm telling you not to do them. I'm encouraging you to do them. Cough, cough. But you know, yeah. I mean, they can be useful if you have like nobody online and you're, you know. I mean, no. So far, no. In your OTS, you know, maybe a little different story, but it depends on the mentor. Like Andrew, he didn't even like touch them. He didn't even tell me not to do them. Like he's just like, yeah, I don't care. But you know, well, I asked Will, I was like, "Are we doing chips?" He's like, maybe. Yeah. I mean, if they're confident you can do it, then you don't need to do it. Have you heard of Aiden? Okay, there was basically a dude in ZDV, not really a great guy, but anyways, I had some trainings with him, and at Springs, he was just like, do 2 strips to show me that you know how to do them, and then you're good to go. Like, you don't have to do it, and I was like, okay. Like, you'll rarely ever do them on live network. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a long story. If you want me to explain it to you, I can. All right, sure. So, I was this dude a while back, and he's Aiden, right? He joined around when Will joined, I think, and he was an instructor, and I had a couple trainings with him, and he was an EC. I thought nothing of him. He was a guy who worked at Southwest as a ramp guy, and he was a special ed teacher. He was our EC at one point because Blake left. You probably know Blake. Oh yeah, yeah. So, anyways, like I said, he left, Blake left, and it became EC. But eventually, one day comes around and Evan makes an announcement. He's like, guys, we're gonna remove Aiden from ZDV. He hasn't been aligning with our standards of like high integrity or whatever. And I have no idea what happened, and we're all like pretty shocked that he was a pretty respectable guy. But turns out that I'm not gonna name this person right now, but somebody found a picture of him on their friend's Instagram that he was actually a 15-year-old when he was claiming to work like a full job and be like a teacher and stuff like that. So he was like lying about his identity and stuff, and so we had to ban him. I wouldn't say ban, I'd say like more remove, because he deleted his Discord account, and No, he sounded like an adult. Like, it was really hard. Like, nobody would have guessed, except, yeah. There's like a couple things that Will said sounded off to him, but really it was nothing. Like, nobody would have guessed that it wasn't, like, he wasn't a 15-year-old. Yeah, that's why I don't like kids. I mean, yeah, he was a great controller, a good instructor as well, and he was like he was a center controller, he was an instructor. Yeah. And he had his C1 when Will was still doing his Denver ground. I joined when Will was still on his like late Denver ground, like early Centennial Tower. And Aiden was already like a C1 instructor and everything, so I was impressed. If you go to EC requests and you see deleted user saying as soon as I get my S1, count me in, that's like him from before he had his S1. Yeah. He was a pretty good. No, I mean, he became like a guest and stuff, and he hasn't appeared on the network lately. Probably alted or just left or something. Yeah, I mean, he just deleted his Discord account, so he's gonna have to start fresh if he wants to do anything. I mean, like, from what I heard, he was like a decent controller, but he was like trash talking Will in staff chat frequently and making a big deal about small mistakes and stuff. And so Will already had an eye out for him, and Will, he made some predictions, but he didn't tell anyone. Yeah, somebody's friend had like a picture of him getting an award from his high school. That's what like, they happened to know. And Justin was able to find out that he didn't actually work for Southwest because Justin's in the airlines. Yeah, that's when Evan kind of knew that. So what I heard is that Evan asked him to make a statement about this and apologize, but he never did. He was like, either you like apologize for
Aspen
lying or
Ground, Air
we'll make an
Canada
announcement about it.
1190, requesting departure clearance to LAX.
Air Canada 1109 Aspen.
I mean, hey, Leo flew one from Aspen to Springs in a 7-4.
Ready for your clearance.
Air Canada 1190, we are ready for our clearance.
Air Canada 1109, you're cleared to Los Angeles Airport via Lens on departure. Lens, direct to Grand Junction VOR. Then is filed, maintain 16,000, expect flight level 400, 10 minutes after. Departure offline, squawk 2776.
Can you repeat our squawk and then our departure, Sid?
Alright, it's going to be Lens 1 departure, Lens, direct to Grand Junction VOR, then is filed, maintain 16,000, expect flight level 400, 10 minutes after, departure offline, squawk 2776.
It's going to be Lens 1 departure, then initial climb 16,000, expect flight level 400, 10 minutes after departure, squawk 2776, and then we are direct to Grand Junction VOR, Air Canada 1109.
Canada 1109 negative, just verify Lens 1 departure, Lens, direct to Grand Junction VOR. Then is filed.
Okay, so it's going to be Lens 1 departure, Lens, and then direct to Grand Junction VOR, and then as filed, Air Canada 1109.
Canada 1109, read back correct.
No, I'm not listening. Yeah, in my like first week of Denver, I had like 7 first flights. Oh, they all do that. Let me tell you, I had some dude call me. He was like, "Yeah, Denver ground. I'm at Aspen ground. I'm at Denver here. I'm looking for clearance." I'm like, "Dude, I'm Aspen ground. Why would I be servicing Denver?" And if I could serve Denver, why would I be doing Aspen? You live in the Denver area? Yes. Oh, Pablo? Okay. Springs? Aspen? I give up. Oh, in Texas. What bewitched you to join ZDV? There's a lot less cinematic, you could say, for me. I joined this server, the Discord server, of this YouTuber I know who controls in ZLA, and some dudes from ZDV there, and I was, yeah, you know Tony? Dude, he's awesome. I was watching his stream last night. Anyways, he convinces me to join, Leo and Caleb, you know Caleb probably, but you know Leo. Do you know Leo? Like Leo Connell? Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so, him and one other dude, who are in that server, convinced me to join ZDB after I came into, that server. I told them, I was like, yo, guys, I just finished my Vat USA Academy, and I need some help deciding what RTAC to go to, and they convinced me to join ZDB, so now I'm here. Good choice. Unfortunately, one trait of coming with going to ZDB is that you hate literally every other RTAC. That's carried over to me. They're all just bad. Was the ATIS ding? Or was that a PDC ding? That was nothing ding, okay.
Air Canada 1109, ready for push and start.
Screw you. Why are you going to Salt Lake City?
Air Canada 1109. Are you at the terminal ramp?
I'm still looking
Air
at stupid
Canada
LOA.
1109, I assume so.
You're not at the terminal ramp, push at your discretion, advisory taxi.
Push out discretion advisory for taxi Air Canada 1109.
Salt Lake City's by far the worst RTAC. They just suck. Their controllers are horrible. They don't have any, they're like the least populous RTAC. And their airspace is, like, bland as well. And I feel bad for their controllers after saying that, but still, it's kind of bad. Okay. Yes! I don't have to correct this dude's PDC, I'm very excited. Oh, what the heck? They rearranged the runway assignment box and titles, and that makes me mad. You flying about so much? You say 500 hours? I have like 80 hours on flying and 80 hours on controlling. Like more like 90 on controlling now. Heh. I mean, yeah, it's pretty much been my life. I did my first couple flights after I got my S1. I wouldn't say my life, but that's my life. Dang, good for you. Yeah. I'm deciding whether I want to continue controlling or do a flight later, because now that I got back into flying, I like it now. Maybe if I'm not feeling too bored, I'll fly a 737 Aspen to like San Diego or something. See, people hate on ZLA a lot. I feel like their controller is really nice there. Yeah, there's like one guy who's really nice, except he has like a bad temper. Oh, there go my Adises. That's a new one. How does one work a foot push-to-talk switch? Got it. Yeah, I have my my tilde key set to push to talk. The back quote, the one right next to the one on the keyboard. To the left of one. Have you heard of ATC 24 before? Oh yeah, dude, same. But anyways, I started controlling on there before I got into VATSIM, and I kind of use that one as my push to talk, just randomly, and it ended up working out. So. Hey, Tony's flying right now. Tony's flying. Remember Adolf? Remember Tony is flying. He's flying. He just entered the CDB from the south. He's November 88 Alpha Foxtrot right now. Oh, LA Center's doing a split right now. Yeah. Tell him to divert. Yeah. Totally. No. He was one of the main people that inspired me to get my S1. I flew out of I live in the NorCal area, and so I flew out of San Francisco for the first time. Yo, actually, dude, you should tell him to make a stop by in Denver. And tell him I was croissant dude from his chat yesterday. That's awesome. Oh, you stream?